You know, Kev, when LeBron signed with the Lakers, like I was really happy. I was like, you know what, Kev? Like this is something me and you're gonna be able to share. Like we're opposed on everything. Like you fucking hate me for some reason. We're opposed to everything. I thought this was the one thing we're gonna share, but all you've done is just hate on LeBron and the Lakers, and I don't get it. I just don't get it. I just don't. That's all I gotta say. I just want to say you let me down. You let me down because I thought this was gonna be something we were gonna be able to share together. Your favorite player on my favorite team. Yeah, you know, you could have joined us. I would have let you. You could have came to the parade, but now no. You're not invited. Bron's never coming on the podcast. He's never coming on the podcast because remember the whole shit, Jesse. Remember the shit he said last year about Bron when he couldn't beat him off the dribble. Remember that shit, the wash king shit.
All I said was he couldn't beat people off dribble, and it's still facts. I think you letting the bleach get to your head, man. Like it's dying to your brain. Like what?
He's kind of right. He has lost a step.
Man, he's lost.
But the jumper got better. The jumper
exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, Rail, is it by accident LeBron shoots 8 threes now instead of 5 a game?
Saving. He can beat anybody off the dribble when he feels
anybody.
Like it. When he feels like it, he gets any spot he wants on the court. I still believe that. You know.
I mean, that's different. He can't blow by him though.
If it playoff time, Quinn Cook's on the Cavs. Man, I hate seeing. Nothing like your exes. Damn, Quinn Cook, you could have had it all.
Can we do a whole segment?
Y'all cut him. What you mean?
Do a whole segment on.
I just wish he would just hit a couple more jumpers.
Former Laker players and fans stop wanting them to be like, "Oh, I always loved them, man. I wish we never had to let them go because they're balling out now." I'm tired of that conversation,
Jesse.
So tired.
What is going on with you?
I'm tired. What is it? Oh, Julius Randle's balling out now. Yeah, because he gets the ball all the time. He gets
I'm just saying. In the upside down alternate Stranger Things universe.
By the way,
a B.I. Mandel.
We would be barely making the playoffs. Look at B.I. and Zion. They're not in the playoffs.
B.I. Mandel Clarkson, D'Lo.
By the way, since we're talking about Randall, leave it to the Knicks. This literally the same time they're doing better, winning and playing well, and everybody's balling, everybody's on Knicks tape, disrespecting their fucking best player of all time.
Patrick
what
Ewing,
a piece of bullshit, man. Knicks shit. Literally
gotta
can't
love
have
it. Gotta love it.
Y'all can't have shit.
Knicks got a dick, man. Knicks got a dick.
How people don't know, like and then people talking shit like Pat. People don't need to know. Pat, you old as hell. He owns that building. He literally, they should say, "Thank you, Mr. Ewing. Thank you, Mr. Ewing."
Nigga, my badge.
Great player, man.
I'm taking you to the court, and I'm showing you the Raptors. That's my fucking badge. Nigga, I hung it. Nigga,
credentials.
Are you kidding me?
What credentials?
I don't know. And then Dolan gonna release that bullshit ass statement. Yeah, me and Pat cool. We always been cool. I love the Knicks. Like, fuck you, Dolan.
Like, if this was any other fan base too, like this wouldn't be news, and the player wouldn't felt like Pat wouldn't have felt the need to like go on mic and talk about this shit, right? Like, imagine if Chris Bosh would try to get into Miami, get into the American Airlines Center, and they just like, nah, you can't get in. Like, they didn't know who Chris Bosh is. Maybe I should use an older player.
Nigga,
if
imagine.
Damon Stoudemire tried to go to the Rose Garden and motherfuckers didn't know who he was.
Nigga, Bonzi Wells, nigga.
Like, all them niggas can walk in there.
Bonzi Wells could pull up. Imagine that's like Braun coming to the Staples and a nigga not getting treated like the king he is, and we not rolling out the red fucking carpet for King LeBron. Are you kidding me? Somebody would get fucking fired if that shit happened in La La Land. It don't happen over here. See, that's why they're the Knicks. That's why they're the Knicks.
That's what, like, you guys can't stay out your own way, Knicks fans. You do shit like this all the time.
Oh yeah, Kev.
Let's talk about some. Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Quick question for you. Somebody called me a hype beast today because I bought those Jordans that Jordan had on last night, the MAs.
Hey, those are dope.
Those are fucking dope.
I like those. You don't like those, Kev?
I haven't seen them.
Oh, you haven't seen them? Oh no, those are dope. How much were they?
I'm gonna be
180. They're 180.
People, I don't get people still care about what Mike has on his feet. I don't.
I do.
People still care about what Mike is wearing.
I do.
It was like, oh, Mike's not wearing baggy jeans.
He's Mike. Anytime Mike, if Mike got it, Mike Braun.
I know everybody. I know if Braun get it, you all over a dick sucker. But like everybody, all those shoes, those shoes MJ wore for the Last Dance, those like white and they had the wings and they kind of like they had the wings on the bottom.
I couldn't find them.
I was just like, why do people care about this shoe? This shoe is ugly.
Nigga, you ever seen a goat wear a basketball shoe before? Because that's every time Mike when he put on the sneaker.
So he had them on last night, right?
Yeah, it was the MA 72s. It's a new Jordan. I ordered them off of StockX today.
You're a hypebeast and you need help.
What?
You're what's wrong with?
Nigga, I like shoes, and if my all-time favorite player wears a shoe,
You're the problem.
Whatever. I'm not reselling shit, nigga. I actually wear the shoes. I'm not one of these niggas who
I like them.
Yeah, I like them, and I'd never seen them before, and it did help that Mike had them on.
I like them. I'm not hype beast like that. I don't see somebody wearing them. I just like those shoes. Those actually look like comfortable, casual shoes.
Nigga, I bet on the Wizards tonight. These motherfuckers are down 30. I'm done gambling. That's it.
You always say that, and then you gamble again.
You know, it's going to be crazy when I move out to Vegas, nigga. I'm going to be a few bad bets of getting away from being put in the desert somewhere.
You're going to be put right now.
I'm going to be meeting with a nigga named Joey Bats out in the desert.
You're going to be lucky to be able to get out of there.
Yeah.
Boy.
Nah, I'm going to just double down on everything. I don't lose, though, so it's like.
You won't be able to use those betting apps you're using right now because you can't.
I know, but I can wake up and go to my robe and go to the local casino. What are you talking about? Nigga, I'm going to the strip and putting the play in.
First things first, when you get out there, you got to get yourself a shorty. This is the hideout shorty. So when they looking for you, you go over there. And you just be chilling so they can't catch you at your house.
First thing I'm going to do when I get out to Vegas, Kev, I want you to show me where Lamar Odom went. I want you to show me.
Why would I?
I want you to show me where Lamar Odom went. You can sit in the car, nigga.
Why would I ever do that? I got hold on. I have a question to ask you guys. I have two. What are you guys planning on doing with y'all stemmy real quick?
By honestly, I'm putting it towards me moving. That's real shit.
Okay. Oh, look at you being responsible, Jess.
Fixing my car.
I want to buy a new car when I get out there.
Fixing my car and
all of a sudden new car, huh? Money man.
What was something? Oh yeah, I was gonna use some of it for acting shit. Get new headshots.
Okay.
What you gonna do?
I've been listening to everybody talk about what they're doing with the stimmy. Like it's like one of the trending topics on Twitter. Everybody's expecting, like everybody's just like it's like 1,400. Like I'm gonna do this, and then if you have kids, you get it, and you know. I'm paying bills because I'm behind on shit. I'm doing like
I'm trying to get ahead.
Literally nothing I have is being towards bills. Like everything I have is going towards bills.
Nigga, I'm in Operation Save. I ain't got to buy no
this
shoes.
wall that's in the background and buy more fucking boxes. That's what I'm
look at y'all. Look at. There's probably 3 or 4 unreleased shoes in there that Nike probably never put out in that room right there, y'all. If you're watching this on YouTube, have Kev do a video tutorial of the room because there's 2 or 3 unreleased Nikes in there that I'm pretty sure Nike never put out.
Shut up. But yeah, like doing those boxes, that was like $500.
Hey Kev, did you listen to the South Beach session with Jamel?
I did. Dan be getting some weird ass interviews, so like everyone I don't tap into. But like that one,
watch every one of them. I don't listen to every one of them.
Yeah, that one was a really, really good one. I forgot, and this is good that we're recording this. I forgot because I listen to and consume so many podcasts now that like the first one that like got me hooked was His and Hers. Like His and Hers was the one that I listened to. It was the Bill Simmons podcast and His and Hers, and like the ESPN ones, you know, when Jade from Count the Dings and Waz and all them stuff were still doing stuff with ESPN. Like those were the only ones I consumed.
Honestly, you got me into the low
period.
post.
Yeah, and like Zach's been doing it forever, but like those are the ones that I've consumed, and it was literally like Mike his and hers before there was a TV show. Because when it was a TV show, like it was fine too. But like when it was a podcast and they were saying whatever, that's what got me into the space and maybe really like this space because you can
show on. I didn't mean to cut you off. What is that? What is that show on?
What show?
That you guys are talking about with that podcast.
The Dan Levitard?
Yeah. Oh, South Beach.
It's on Apple. South Beach Session. It's on Apple.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's called South Beach Sessions.
Yeah.
He has a lot. Did
he have Shams the other day too?
I think he did have Shams. Yeah, he did have
Shams. Yeah, Shams the other day. Yeah. He I'm waiting for them to do their announcement. He said there's more people that's gonna come over to their little pirate ship.
I thought that was what he was gonna say at the end of the pod.
That Jamel and Mike. Nah, Jamel's getting way too much money from Spotify. She's straight.
Oh no, yeah, I thought he was just gonna give him something.
She's getting way too much for and whatever. I forgot the name of the show her and Carrie do.
Oh yeah,
I like that one. I like that one.
Same thing. Michael Smith is straight too. So
yeah, they didn't they just take the same time slot that DJ Samaro had. Mm-hmm. They just take the same time slot, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I had Vice. I'd watch it, but I don't.
Nobody has. I mean.
I don't think Vice got Vice. He's one of them. It's not pretty. Nobody really come across.
Speaking of podcasts too, like one of mine. I mean, I was thinking about this too as well, but I guess we can start here too because I don't know.
Hold on. Didn't you just say we have to wait?
Oh yeah, my pizza. Huh?
No, just go.
This is great. This is great content for. Shout out to the YouTube content watchers. We appreciate you guys. Shout out to Missy leaving one of the first comments on our last video. Shout out to you. Talk about you, Rel. Shout out to you got a pen. She said Rel's funny, but she also said in DMs that Rel looked like he's holding a fan. I love the jokes about Rel's mic, man. That's like one of my favorite things. It's like that Rel's holding a fan. Real
fucking mic. I gotta get
real. You can get you missed the money, man. Why can't you just get a Yeti?
I have a Yeti.
Get the Yeti.
Why can't you get a Yeti?
I have a Yeti. It's been fucked up.
Get the red one so we can.
And because I'm using my work laptop, it doesn't work properly on this computer because I have. So I'm not using the same laptop because
that work laptop. You may get caught up. You just said that out loud. Get caught up
to the Ferg.
Yeah, they get it. This is leisure. I take this with me on planes.
Oh, that's a leisure.
Yeah.
Must be nice.
No, it's because I got. I'll show you the setup. I got two other screens. This is the one I take when I gotta like do other shit, go to meetings.
Yeah.
But that's why honestly, that's why I use this mic because it works. Because my other laptop with the shit, so I've been using this, but I gotta fix my mic because they won't work on this laptop for some reason. But I'm not holding the mic anymore. So there.
Don't be self-conscious. Be a man.
Do it. That's
man. Don't.
It's 2021, Kev. You can't say that. You can't say to be the man. Watch your mouth. You can't say that no more.
He's right.
We're gonna cancel you. I'm gonna cancel you. I'm gonna cancel the classic. Cancel the classic.
I just realized I do got a lot to say. Maybe I'll save it for the pod. But I'm waiting for this.
Be a person and don't.
Yeah, there's no such thing as being a man. Like that's when somebody say you hit like a girl. You can't.
Wait, is that really a thing? People don't like the phrase "be a man."
No, you can't say that.
No,
you shouldn't say that.
I don't.
Why?
First and foremost, I never really liked that statement anyway.
Yeah, it was just like it's kind of be a man. Like
be a man.
Yeah, it's kind of
defining being a man as
yeah. It's almost machismo or
yeah.
Like
I mean,
what?
Just
machismo.
Like it's a stigmatism of you have to be harder than you're not being who you are. You know, being a man is like
be tough. That's why I take it as be tough. It's just the same be tough without being tough.
But you can be tough and just be yourself. You know, like
that's true.
Also, you're not gonna tell a woman be a man.
Yeah,
a woman's tough.
No, you're right. You could just say tough and see.
See, you can say something.
This is
cancel classic. Cancel classic. Cancel classic.
This is definitely like I know this pod is called those millennials, but this is such a millennial topic that I hate.
No, I never really liked that. Oh, stand up straight, be a man like that. It's like How does that make me less than a man?
I don't know about the stand up straight thing, but like we can't take out be a man. Like I like that. What's wrong with saying be a man?
But what defines a man?
If we're like our parents and our grandparents, it's just be tougher. You're supposed to be the protector, right? You're supposed to be I'm just saying what we're saying. You're supposed to be the provider. You're supposed to be the protector. Again, this is just what we've all grew up on. Like everybody knows. Everybody's aware of this.
In some aspects, that is correct. It is still the same. But I'm talking. But I'm saying like in the context of when you tell.
So can I say? So it's not allowed. It's not acceptable to say I'm the man of the house? Is that not acceptable no more either?
I mean, if you're a team, I don't feel like you should. Personally, I don't feel like you should. I feel like we should be on the level playing field. Now, obviously, there's gonna be things I gotta do as a man, like But I'm talking about like I'm like the man of the house, like we're a team, like There's a woman of the house as well, Like I'm just not gonna.
There's nothing wrong with saying I'm the man of the house and she's the woman of the house. Like what's
that's different.
That's different. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like if you say I'm the man of the house.
Well, it's also how you're using it, because you can say like I'm the man of the house, so we do what I say.
I'm
not gonna add those things. I'm not gonna add that. Like, you put that to it, but
it's
that's what I'm saying.
So, but
it's disregarding somebody's position.
If I say I'm the king, she my queen, that's just saying like I'm the man of the house, she the woman of the house. You want to do something? You better go ask the woman in the house. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't just get to. I think that's different. Now, what you're talking about, Kev, when it's like you're the protector, this. Those are like those. That's what people are trying to like erase in the sense of like we created gender roles in the sense of that. But it's trying to remove those old antiquated gender norms. You know what I'm saying? So that's where it's like, to me, you telling somebody man up, I'm not gonna sit there and be like, you can't say that. I'm just saying, to me, when you tell me man up, it's like, what am I doing that's, you're making me feel, you're saying I'm being less than a man because you're basically saying I gotta toughen up in your way. That's your way versus like what, what I mean? You made a definition of something that is your way of deciding this is that. And you can tell somebody like, yo, don't trip, toughen up, or you just gotta be tough. Like you gotta power through it. Like there's different ways of saying that and getting your point across. But if you're telling somebody man up, you're telling basically, to me, that always came out as you're being less than a man. And it's like, how does that even work? Like that you're just,
or you're saying it to somebody who's you're saying it to a male that is probably being emotional or doing something that they should fight through, right?
Yeah, and it's like if you're telling a man up, you're telling him being emotional is not acceptable. You know what I'm saying?
This is such a millennial topic.
That's what it always came off as, because we're trying to tell each other emotional. It's another one of those things where it's like, why men don't hug each other? It's like, I love you. Like just those things to each other. It's like, nah, man. Like that's.
I don't mind none of that.
No, I don't mind at all. That I'm just saying that those things where we do that. I don't know if I'm explaining correctly, but when we sit there and do those things, like I'm not gonna be offended by you saying man up, but I'll also take it as if I'm crying and somebody tells me, yo, you need a man up. So men don't cry, like know, like that. That's what I don't like.
See, so that I understand with, but I just like, I don't think we need. I think both of these things can exist in the same world. Like
with proper context,
I think both of these things can exist. I know we're trying to normalize gender specific roles because men and women can do the same things, and I know there's a lot of people that don't feel that way. But I don't think me saying man up. See, I wouldn't say man up to like if I had a son, I wouldn't say man up to my son, right? Like if he was crying or anything.
Right.
But if like if Jarrell was doing something that I felt like he needed to be tougher at, I would say man up, because he's a grown ass man. You see what I'm saying? Is that making sense or
see, like
no,
I
it's
said,
the same thing?
It kind of is, but it's like for me, it all depends in the context.
Context,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
Because if it's like it's some shit where it's like you really got to check me on some shit where it's like you need to man up about this shit, or like then I would get it. But if it's something where I'm like you should probably understand. You know what I'm saying? Like most of us, we really ain't got to tell our niggas in our circle like to be on their tens. Like we some 10-toes niggas. We all go to work. Anybody really, anybody don't really know fuck off. So it's like, so if it's some other shit, I don't really think nobody in our circle would be like man up if somebody really came to somebody.
Yeah, we also grew up with this terminology. So it's like one of those things where it's just all like we've both been saying, it's all context. If Jarrell's sitting there expressing himself to you and you say, man, you need to man up. And it's like, bro, that's not.
No. Over the years, I've learned to like acknowledge people's mental health and everybody's struggle that they deal with that people don't see through the day to day, and everything else, just the life challenges of what police do and just what the government do, especially for us as Black males. So like for me, I acknowledge that like we're all going through fights that nobody sees, right? Like everybody's going through fights that nobody sees. So I don't I don't do a lot of that shit no more. So like,
and even the way you used it with Jarrell, like that started this whole conversation. That wasn't a bad way to use it. That's the whole funny thing about it. Where it's not, to me, that's not a negative way to use it. We were telling you like you can't do that, but it's like that wasn't one of those ways where it was bad. So if you're using it like that, I'm not tripping. Like I said, you're not gonna offend me unless you're telling me when I'm doing something that you're deeming that's being lesser than a man is like, okay, I'm being emotional, I'm upset, I'm mad, I'm sad, I'm depressed, and if you tell me, and I'm not saying you're doing this, but
no, there's moments of teaching where you can properly use it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like there's moments and if you're somebody who's smart with their head on their shoulders, like even when like like prime example, my nephew, like you know what I'm saying, like he messes up or falls or cries. Anytime he cries and he falls, I don't tell him to man up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But he doesn't know yet that he's not supposed to cry every time you fall, or it's only gonna hurt for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't tell him to man up. I help him. Like I don't say all right, it's gonna be all right. I'm like man up. So, but I mean, and that's the thing. I feel like we do gotta stop. Like there's that shit with boys.
Well, I said, like kids. You said, that's what we were taught. So like that's what we know. But like I mean, obviously, I'm now that I'm a father, I have a daughter. I'm learning to take from what I deem necessary from my parents, and then some stuff that I didn't like that my parents did. Right.
That's what you're supposed to do to me.
Like literally, that's literally what I'm learning. I'm also learning balance of just everyday shit. Learning balance of work, balance of partner, balance of being a dad, and that shit's
part of growth.
It's part of growth. Just learning how to do that, and then learning that
it's not easy.
Y'all not ready for this conversation, man. Y'all not ready.
No. But here's the thing. Now, I mean, I'll give you this. And when Jerry Seinfeld said on the Wale album, he was like, when he was talking about marriage, and he said, it's just like change. It's like anything in your life. He was like, it's just change. You'll be a new person. You know what I'm saying? So it's like every step in your life, you become a new person. So everything is just it's a part of when you have to learn how to balance everything.
On a roller coaster.
Yeah, when you learn how to balance everything, it's tough. I mean, shit. I commended shit. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I definitely commend you. For at least knowing that you have to find balance. Because from our generation,
that's the first hill of the roller coaster.
Yeah,
and you hear those clickers, the loud sound. It's really.
This is my favorite Wale song of all time.
I play that all the time.
This is my favorite Wale song of all time.
No, that's Cap.
This thing's really.
This is my favorite Wale song of all time.
Cap. That's one of the greatest intros of a song I've heard.
And you go over the top. The wedding is at the top. You go over the top is the wedding, and then you just scream it.
No, finish it. No. What we doing?
I gotta let that part rock. My bad.
That was the most important part.
Even if you make plans, you never think you're really ready for marriage.
See, this was
No,
talking about marriage.
it's like any growth. You can't be ready for it because it's growth. It's going to be new. It's going to be new. You're going to have a new life. You're going to be a new person.
Boom.
I literally, I'm telling you, man.
Drops. YouTube, don't do nothing with that, please. Like that was just talking. It was no music. It was straight. Let that rock. Anyway, continue.
That I'm telling you, man. Like when Jerry Seinfeld said that shit, nigga, and I said that shit struck a chord with me. When I listened to it, he was just like, you know,
that's crazy that struck a chord with you for Jerry Seinfeld, and you're not a Seinfeld guy.
I just didn't like that one Kramer dude on stage yelling nigga all 50 times at the concert at one time. And then I checked out after that. I said, I can't go back and laugh at your fucking jokes when you hopped on the stage and said nigger 20 times.
You know how many years that came out after Seinfeld came out?
No, he did that after Seinfeld came out. Yeah, but I hadn't watched Seinfeld at that point. And so whatever chance it had, it died right in that moment.
but it's okay to watch the Cosby Show, right?
Listen, man, what Bill Cosby did with my listen, what Bill Cosby did with my
just realize this is going on YouTube. Whatever you say, just realize this is living on YouTube.
First off, full disclosure, whatever I say, I don't regret anything. Nigga, I don't speak for those millennials. I don't speak for Jesse. I don't speak for Kevin.
Let that be said. He does not speak for me ever. Nigga, why'd you make that face?
Fuck you, nigga.
Why'd you make that face?
Look.
You swear like I'm the fucking devil, man. One day, Cav, you're gonna wish you had a friend like me. I promise you.
You got a friend in me.
I'm about to be your fucking neighbor, nigga. You about to see more of me. Nigga, I'm coming up.
Rel is going to Vegas, y'all.
Oh, wow.
Nigga, we working out. We getting in shape. We gonna go back to the gym, start shooting again, Cav. I'm ready.
There's no basketball courts that's open like that out here.
Fuck, I know you know a couple open runs, nigga. That's cap. Is your pizza there yet? I'm ready to record.
I'm ready to record too. It has not shown up yet.
I've been recording.
He's been recording.
But I mean, if we got to stop it.
And let's just start it, and then I can pause it when your pizza comes.
This is great.
I mean, it's the YouTube section, so we ain't starting the podcast yet.
No, I'm saying I can pause even during the podcast.
Yeah.
I can pause it, and then you can go get your pizza.
Just for that. Welcome to a brand new episode of Those Millennials Podcast. Today, I'm your host, K the Classic. I'm joined by my boys in real life. Jay's here, Rel's here. Shout out to our YouTube viewership. We appreciate everybody. Our YouTube viewership is growing. We got more subscribers, people checking us out on YouTube. Thank you. Thank you for all the new listeners as well. A lot of people seem to enjoy our sneaker conversation. Shout out to Dustin. Shout out to Clips for the intro you guys just heard before the pod. We
want more Dustin on the podcast. More Dustin on the podcast. Sorry.
Why does this nigga act like he can't just ask Dustin on his own? Jesse, what is wrong with this nigga, man?
I'm just talking I'm talking to people. I'm speaking for because here's the thing. You know, people who DM me about the show, I just want to say this is me, Rel. People who DM me about the show, I know we got to.
You sounded so drunk. That wasn't even my God. He just started bubbling. I was like, what? What did you say?
Okay, I'm gonna just tell you the truth, guys.
This nigga said it's me, Rel.
I've been drinking before the pod. I've been drinking before the podcast, y'all.
You just said a bunch of gibberish just a second ago. Just
Rel, the people that have listened to this pod, I'm pretty sure they know it's your voice, man. And then we have people that watch on YouTube. I'm pretty sure they can see it's you. But continue, man.
I've been drinking before the podcast. First off,
I've been drinking.
But yeah, I'm just saying, you know, I'm speaking for the people. You know, Those Millennials Podcast. We got to fight the powers that be at Kev. So we want more Dustin on the podcast, and that's what the people said. So give us more Dustin, Kev.
Mm-hmm.
More Dustin on the podcast.
They also asked for clips to put give us an outro too. So stop them that from happening, Kev. Stopping that from happening.
Apparently, I'm stopping everything.
Kev, I'll be honest with you.
They also want Rail to not have a fan as a microphone, but you know.
I'll be honest with y'all.
They also want Rail to look at the camera while he's talking and not be looking at his television while we're having a legit conversation. Rail's off in the corner doing this. If you want to take it there this file, we can take it there. We already here.
You're the baby of the group. You're holding all the music back, nigga. We got about 20. We got about 20 unreleased podcasts, nigga, we can't even put out because of this nigga, Kev. Kevin Francis, the CEO and founder of Those Millennials. The key, he's holding us back. He's holding good content back for the people.
How am I holding music? How am I holding music back? Y'all can talk music anytime y'all want.
No, you holding good content back. There's good shows. You run the show. So, nigga, I got to just show up and work.
How do I run the show?
I just got to show up and work. So
we're really going to do this on wax, huh? We're going to do this on wax.
Let's work it out. Let's work it out on wax.
Well, Eddie Kane me then. I'm
about to Jamel Smith your ass, ESPN your ass.
Jamel. Oh, you put them together, Jamel Smith.
I did put Jamel Hill your ass. That was a huge.
That means tangent. He's telling the truth. If you go Jamel Hill, he's telling the truth.
I guess that's true.
Very true.
Give us more Dustin. Dustin, we want you back on the podcast talking more sneakers. Let's get the sneaker podcast going.
Dustin will be back. All right, so today we're gonna hit on the second half of the season. We know 2 days of the season started. All-Star break is over. We're kind of gonna hit on some of the big topics as we're recording right now. I think we should do this more, and I hate that we're doing this on wax. We're recording this on Friday. It's 7:39, so for people to know what time we record this when they get it. If we don't talk about a subject, it's because it hasn't happened yet. That's what happened. Right now, Joel Embiid just got hurt.
My bad. Also, we're not going to talk about the Royals. They're racist. Water is wet. We knew this. Go ahead.
Yes. Oh yeah. If you notice, I'm not touching that. Like
just in case people wonder. Water.
I want people to realize this. While we have a podcast and we like to speak about big pop culture topics that happen in the culture of hoop, music, shoes, basketball, football. If we deem a conversation or a topic that we're all gonna agree on, 9 times out of 10, I don't think we should hit on it like that, especially when it's like a unanimous situation about an awful family that no one in America should give 3 fucks about. And I'll leave it at that.
Why we give a fuck about it? We don't even get that part. Hey, Rel. Hey, who did the lineup though? It was pretty crazy.
Hey. Show the bleach tips too.
Get it a little closer.
Oh man.
I'm getting my Odell on. Getting my Odell on for the summer.
Oh, you doing the Odell?
Jess, you know what's crazy about this nigga Rel, man? Literally, I can remember 6 years ago him talking shit about people with bleach blonde hair. It's literally, he does this with everything, with LeBron, with sneaker. Like, he literally does this with, like, literally everything. Like, it just makes a force. This was the same dude they used to talk about me when, again, I never wear skinny jeans, but my jeans did get a little tighter. And it went with the trends,
right? And then he put the skinnies on.
And then I put them on. He was like,
this was a little skinny in the legs, bro.
This was the same. Hold on. This was the same time Jay-Z dropped
it. Nigga, that's cap. All cap. Nigga, that's all cap.
This was the same time Jay-Z did the line, "This Ragga Like Us, I can't wear skinny jeans because my knots don't fit." He was reciting that line to me all the time, saying it to me. Because my pants got a little tighter because they started going to trends, right? Like everybody's pants, everybody knows, like everybody's pants got smaller. This nigga Rel, he probably got more skinny jeans than me now.
He got this.
First off, the pants, they was a 38 when I bought them. and I washed them twice. and that's how they. And so I had to take a fucking back. They wasn't skinnies, Cam. Your shit was them shits you had on was young. Nigga, Cav had on the Kenny Smiths from TNT the other night.
Oh my god, man!
Hey, Rel, just don't go full Odell. Don't go full.
No, I'm gonna just go brown. I'm gonna go brown. It's just something different, man.
If you just put like plastic on your chest. Don't let them shit straight on your chest.
What?
Oh, I forgot about that. Damn.
Nigga, hey, first off, Odell said that was cap, nigga. So what you talking about, Kev? What you talking about, Jess?
I'm about to say, watch out. Why Jess is the one saying why you at me?
You believed it.
Hey, man.
Nah. Actually, I'm not in nobody's bedroom, so I don't know.
I don't believe it, but
I don't believe it either. But I don't believe any of those.
Biggie
I don't believe in those thoughts.
So
I mean, I've done some weird requests, but I've never done that.
What's the shit? Let's go here then. What was the weirdest request you asked for the bedroom? Let's go here then. Let's hear it.
I'm not.
Hold on. I had one that's really weird.
I would say that I had a chick ask me to bump her in front of her friends.
Oh, that's not that bad.
I did.
It is weird, but
that's not that bad.
I know. I mean, is that the weirdest request?
It's not that bad.
Honestly, to me, and this is weird, and I don't know, because I'm it's weird. Like when shorties be telling me put their hands around my neck and shit, like that shit be throwing me off. Like I don't like that shit. Like I don't want to choke you, bitch.
I don't mind putting my hand on your neck, and when you ask me to choke you, like
yes, like I ain't trying to do 6 months.
Like, squeeze the neck, then yeah, I'm not a fan of that one. I think the closest is like when.
All the porn you watch in your fucking childhood, you scared putting your neck around a girl?
I would say,
man, did Lex still never teach you nothing, man? What's wrong with you?
I would say
I like you because you nasty.
B Pump never showed you nothing. B Pump.
I would say probably the weirdest one for me, or the one that I just didn't like, is like
the one from the room in Victorville.
Wow, this nigga Rel's on a roll today, man.
I guess that is the weirdest one.
This nigga Rel's on a roll today, man.
Hey, but I will
listen, fans. I want you to get in Jesse's DMs, and I want you to say, "We want the Victorville story. We want the Victorville story. We want the Victorville story."
That's supposed to be in a box, put away, and you always going into the box. You always open the box, Rel.
He always does
this. What's this box? Let me open it up real quick.
Rel, you could try to lock up your skeletons in the closet, Rel. If Rel knows you got one bone, he wants to find the whole skeleton.
Listen, fans, whoever listening.
But he doesn't want us to bring up his.
Get in Jesse's DMs and say, "We want the Victorville story on the next podcast." Demand it.
There's no story to tell. All I can say is, Kev, I told you to get out, so I didn't want it to be weird. I didn't want it to be weird.
Here's the thing, though, Jesse.
That's all I got to say.
Here's the thing, though, Jesse. I'm gonna tell you about that night.
I don't know.
Here's the thing.
Oh! Hey, mute his mic. Do it over there.
If I'm road dog and if I'm
muting the mic, he got muted. Nah. He over there. He don't want me to open his closet, but he over there just throwing shit out my closet. Just
I don't know what.
Come on now.
How did we get here?
We want the Victorville story.
No, we don't.
We want the Victorville story.
Why do we want the Victorville story and you know the Victorville story? I don't understand this. I don't understand this. Oh my god!
We gonna tell
I don't even know where we're at.
We gotta tell other stories too, Rel.
I don't even know where we're at anymore. This is why we normally don't record on Fridays. Because niggas is too close to the end of work week. Niggas is not. Oh my god. All right. I'm trying to steer this back without laughing.
I was
fucked up. I'm laughing too much.
Wait, your pizza still?
What are you guys looking? I'm about to check right now. What are you guys looking forward to in the second half the most? It could be any team out of any conference. What are the biggest takeaways? I know the internet went crazy during All-Star break when Blake Griffin went to Brooklyn. The trade deadline is a week away. There's potential players on the move like Victor Oladipo. Kyle Lowry might be an option for some teams. There might be a Hassan Whiteside buyout for Los Angeles Lakers.
Pretty much everybody that is it seems like everybody's gonna be up for anything now. Not everybody, but any notable name that's not a franchise cornerstone is up for grabs.
Yeah. So for at least for me, I think Boston should be looking to do something. I don't know what that something is. I've heard Harrison Barnes. I heard Thad Young. I've heard maybe Victor Oladipo or renting Victor Oladipo for a year and having his bird rights and trying that out, see if that works.
Another small guard who's gonna take a Marcus Smart minutes. Why? Victor Oladipo go to Dallas.
I've heard what big that they were in I've heard LaMarcus Aldridge. Oh yeah, LaMarcus Aldridge got bought out. Parting ways because they're looking to trade him from the San Antonio Spurs.
No.
Huh?
I said ain't no winning team trying to pick up that contract.
Yeah. No winning team. Like San Antonio might end up just buying him out because that it's like $25 million, and he's as much as Blake is gone, LA is kind of gone too. And this is coming from a person that watched LA very closely on the Blazers, and I hate LA's guts. But yeah. So what do you guys take away? What team interests you the most? I think it's Boston for me because I think they have the ability to really upgrade their team and make some I hate the word make noise. Put themselves in a different plateau in the East, and because right now I got them maybe 4th or 5th in the East as far as I got them as a second round bounce and maybe a first round bounce. But if they upgrade their center position and potentially put somebody in that trade exception they got for Gordon Hayward, I believe that they could put themselves in the Miami, Milwaukee kind of tier. I think Philly and Brooklyn is kind of the class of the Eastern Conference, but I think they can put themselves in the Miami, Brooklyn tier if they make a move.
I don't know. I'm kind of interested to see what Miami does if they do anything. I feel like they have something there, and I know they don't have much to offer, so it's kind of tough for them to make the move. But I think they need to make a move. Also, I know they're not that great, and yesterday just showed how bad they really are. But I thought the Warriors. Like yesterday was weird for me with the Warriors because I thought the Warriors were going to come out. Steph was hitting all them threes. He looked like he's in a groove. He was coming into the All-Star break looking fresh, and he really turned it on. And I know that their GM, Bob Myers, said that they're going to be aggressive. So I think they felt like they're going to be aggressive in the trade market. So I think they feel like they have a team that can actually make the playoffs and make a little bit of noise. But watching them yesterday, I don't know if they really do.
Well, I mean, I just feel like second half is going to kind of expose that, they overachieved in the first half. I mean, they're banking on minutes from Wiseman. It's been up and down. I mean, I heard there's some VO smoke for Victor Oladipo too, because they got the Wolves top 3 protected pick, and the Wolves are hot garbage. and the way the top 3 lottery works now, it's different. So they could possibly trade that pick and get and get VO too. So I mean, for me, the team I'm most interested in is the Utah Jazz, and that's because of the smoke and bullshit and lies they've been telling the NBA world for the past 2 weeks that they're a good fucking team, and they're not. They're not. I mean, they're good as far as the regular season, but here's my thing. With Utah, I just don't know who else is going to score other than Donovan in the ISO. Because I really don't. I mean, I can really... Because Mike Conley is a catch and shoot guy. To me, he's best off catch and shoot.
I would have went with Mike Conley. They got Clarkson.
Yeah, okay. And then here's something me and Kev always talk about. Final 5 at the end of the game. Is Clarkson even on the court?
It depends on. I think it has to depend on what the score is. If it's close, no.
I don't think Clarkson gets on the court. I mean, who? Because I don't think you can play Clarkson in the playoff series. I mean, here's the thing: he's never been in the playoff series. He's never. I mean, I love Clarkson. He's never been. And who is he? You already small. You got to play Conley. You can't go. Donovan Mitchell at the 3, and go and shrink it. And you can shrink because Gobert cleans up everything at the rim. But I don't know. I got to see who their final 5 is.
They're gonna put O'Neal in for defense. They're gonna put
they gotta play O'Neal, and they like Bogdanovich, and then they also play Ingles a lot of minutes.
Ingles will probably be in there at the end for a minute for defense.
Well, he's also a good defender because he doesn't,
So no, I don't see it. Would be like they're down and they need quick points. That's the only way I see Clarkson in the game at the end. But yeah.
And in the postseason, when they like to square out in every possession, expose your weakness. If you got Jordan Clarkson on the court and they got somebody who and you switching, oh yeah. Even if you go small, you Gobert can't help.
That team is so different nowadays, though. That team's very different than usual. They are very.
I think they could use a trade.
Shot. They depend.
Utah?
I think Utah could use a trade.
For what? They have the best starting lineup in the NBA right now.
But do you not agree? Okay. I actually asked the same question to you. At the end of the game, is Clarkson on the court?
No.
Who's
not
the
if
final
you don't have to.
Who's the final 5? Because I don't think their final 5 is better than Utah's final 5. I don't think their final 5 is better than
Utah.
Hold on. I mean, I don't think their final 5 is better than Denver's final 5. I misspoke. I don't think the final 5 is better than
you go
Portland
Rudy. You go Rudy, Donovan, Conley, Ingles, and
you got to go Bogdanovich.
Yeah.
I don't think that 5 is better than Phoenix's final 5, Portland's, Nuggets, Lakers, Clippers.
What's Portland's final 5 as a Blazers fan?
When healthy, I'm okay. If it's a healthy 5, you got Nurk, Covington.
We haven't been healthy all season.
Nurk's on the Nurk. He just said I watched him on a jump. He just said he took a cast off. He took his cast off about a week ago.
I don't get excited or care until players can do contact in workouts. I haven't heard shit about contact workouts yet.
Okay.
Same thing with CJ. CJ has just started regular workouts. He hasn't done contact shit.
If healthy, that lineup, Dame, CJ, Carmelo, Covington.
Carmelo!
Unless you go with Trent or Derrick Jones Jr.?
Yeah, we're going Trent. And then we're gonna go Rolo and then Nurk.
I don't like Trent at the end of the games.
You don't like Gary Trent Jr. third? You love him on the Lakers.
Well, he's a clutch guy, but he didn't sign with us, so I don't know what's up with him. He might not be one of us for long, but that's the most okay. That's you mean to me is Utah. I just want to see if I'm watching the Hawks with Joe Johnson. So I just feel like that. I don't know. When I look at the Hawks, every time I see Donovan Mitchell, I just see Joe Johnson, and I see the Hawks, and I see Kirk Heinrich, and I see Rudy Gobert, and it reminds me of Josh Smith.
Shout out to Josh Smith though too. I haven't seen him in years. Still getting paid, by the way. Shout out to Josh Smith. Saw him at the dunk contest, and I've never been happy for a man. I never know making millions because he's been out of the league for like at least fucking 5 years. Last time I heard him about Josh Smith is when the Lakers had private workouts for bigs, and it was Dwight, it was Joakim Noah, it was Josh Smith. And I just remember I was like, I don't know who's going to win these workouts, but it's probably going to be the youngest person. And I thought
Dwight
it was going to be Josh Smith. Dwight won the workouts.
Thank you, Dwight.
Or the Lakers would have had Josh Smith on their team.
You got that tailbone right. You got that tailbone
right. He wanted to right the wrong for what he did in 2012. That's why he did what he did last year. He wrote the wrong of 2000 that season from hell, Jesse. You know what I'm talking about. With the D'Antoni.
We had worse seasons, but yes, it was a season.
I think that was my most disappointed season as a Laker fan. 2012. I mean, next to the Malone, Gary.
I'm about to say, well, it should have been disappointing because, well, not disappointing. I wouldn't use the word disappointing, but that was the year Kobe tore his Achilles, so I wouldn't use disappointed. That's to be sad. Why can't you just say the word sad or?
No, because
but it was disappointing from the beginning.
First off, he tore his Achilles at the end of the season. I mean, and we were a 40-win team all year. We barely won 40 games. He was trying to win a scoring title. D'Antoni tried to kill Kobe Bryant that fucking season. Gasol was shooting threes.
Oh yeah, because D'Antoni could tell Kobe get out of the game. Can anybody tell Kobe out of the game?
No, D'Antoni tried to kill Kobe Bryant. He knew what he was doing. He was a terrible fucking coach. And Kobe. And the whole thing is he never believed in going small. He played Dwight and Powell too much together. You can never do that. And it was at that point in time where the Warriors was hitting a curve and the league was to go on small.
Well, what are you doing? I forget who hired D'Antoni. It was Jim, right?
Mitch. It was Mitch.
Oh, Mitch. It was Mitch. Shout out to Mitch. But you literally got the most up-tempo coach in NBA history, and you gave him Dwight Howard, Powell Gasol, a whole bunch of stiffs.
Remember, Kobe asked for D'Antoni.
Kobe wanted me because he wore his jersey. Kobe was a D'Antoni fan. He saw the innovation because Kobe was a genius. So
and then they decided to not give him a team. They was like, here, we're gonna give we're gonna give you the point guard.
That is my biggest. I really wish that they had gave D'Antoni the pieces with a scoring Vino. I mean, D'Antoni. He still fucking sucked as a coach. He was still terrible.
No, he wasn't that great, but that team was not built for him. That team was just a badly. First and foremost, they were badly built. Number two, that was not a D'Antoni. I remember when they made that. I was like,
Nash came here and got 2 checks and quit. Got 2 checks, made a soccer pro documentary, and then said, my shin fucked up. I'm cool. We were terrible that year, but so
who was the backup point guard? We didn't even have Kobe had to become the point guard.
No, that was the Andrew Goudlock.
Oh, that was Goudlock. Who can?
I like
the immortal Andrew Goudlock.
Oh. And my nigga Darius Moore. Darius Morris had it, man.
Now remember, Kobe had to be the ball handler.
Yeah, I would say that Darius Morris was a rookie at the time, and D'Antoni's stupid ass buried him when Darius Morris was the best backup we had. Honestly, I was for more Morris minutes.
Man, I wish Kendall Marshall was on that team. That really would have been good.
Yeah, he was after that. Kendall Marshall was with Booze.
That's what I'm saying. That was a joke, bro.
Oh God,
I hate you, Kev. All right, Kev. Well, you answer the question now. Since we got off the tangent, what team are you looking at for the second half?
I said the Celtics. I started with the Celtics. I'm looking forward to the Celtics. I want them to put themselves in a better position. While I don't think they match up necessarily great against Brooklyn, I do think they'll make Brooklyn work. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and Marcus Smart. Again, Marcus Smart yesterday.
Great.
He was rusty.
But he still had 16 points and he defended well.
Yeah, but he still looked rusty. I I want to see Marcus Smart guarding James Harden in the playoff series, or Kyrie Irving, or wherever Basic Brad decides to put him in that series.
Basic Brad. So who do you think gets moved? Who gets traded?
I think
Vic. I think Vic gets moved.
Give me the trade. I want him right now.
I want him to go to. I mean, I would like for him to go to the Celtics.
I say either Dallas.
I hear a lot of Miami.
Would you give up?
I don't know how that makes this. I don't know how that makes Miami that much better.
Yeah,
I feel like if that happens, they give up one of those guards.
Why not? Why not Josh Richardson, Cauley Stein, and a pick for or Josh Green, their first round pick, the Mavericks, because the Mavericks need something. They got to do something.
They can't trust Porzingis. He's not gonna last the whole season.
No, I mean,
but if you're the Mavs, right, and you still gotta have assets to do something potentially big, like while they're not a destination spot, like for Bradley Beal, I've always felt like Bradley Beal and Luka like would be a match made in fucking guard front court heaven if it ever happens.
That's never happening.
Yeah, because they're not one of the teams that has the most assets. But if Bradley Beal says I want to play with Luka, I can see that happening.
No, with a year left, he can't do that with a year left on his contract.
No. I know, but I'm saying my point is, if Bradley Beal's like, I'm sick of this shit. I'm going to leave next year after next season. You guys better do something with me because I'm tired of this shit. And he's like, Dallas is on my list. I want to go play with Luka. Washington would have to oblige because they don't want to lose him for nothing. Shit. But my point is, I don't. If Dallas does that and they give up some of their assets to get Vic, and they get his bird rights, and they just re-sign him, they don't have much else to try to acquire anybody to tie on their timeline. I think Mark Cuban is being very smart. That's why obviously KP was in a lot of trade rumors earlier in the season, and probably
who wants his big 7 foot?
That's what I'm saying. They just want him to play well and see if this thing could still be a thing. I think I think KP's best suited as a number 3. Because Dallas, like, Luka's gonna get this team to the playoff. Luka's that good already. He's already put him on your team and put some guys on my squad. I'm gonna be a 5 seed, 6 seed at worst, and we're gonna make this work. But if
he just needs one more piece, I think that can go get 20.
Yeah.
Because Josh Richardson is nice, but he's been dog shit and shot like shit since he got there. And Tim Hardaway is a shell of himself. And I like their backup point guards, Brunson and Trey Burke. I like Dory and Finney Smith. Yeah. You know, they just need one more. I mean, and please, Dallas, do not trade for Kevin Love. Do not trade for Kevin Love.
Why? They got a better version than KP right now.
Because I heard that Kevin Love smoke. Like, who in the playoffs? Your first line's gonna be Luka.
You still got like 3. You still got like 3 years or 2 years of that Kevin Love contract, or 2 years?
It's 2 years, but they still want an asset back.
It goes down though, so it's not. While it's bad, I think his number starts high and then it declines.
I forgot Kevin Love was playing basketball.
Him and Myers Leonard.
Y'all want to talk about Myers Leonard? I know. Oh, Jesse, get your Myers shit off, man. Get your Myers shit off. Get your Myers shit off, man. No? Get your Myers shit off, man.
Water is wet. Like, come on, man. Look, I don't want to couple the standing for the national anthem and what he just recently did. That those
him being a bigot,
mutually exclusive. What he did was wrong. It was stupid. I believe that he should be. You know, it's surprising because he has a Jewish owner, and I know that they're probably keeping him for purposes of trying to trade him because they have that they'll get money back, or they have that type, however it works with his contract. But he should be cut.
He sucks.
He's not even worth really like.
What does he do? Like, I don't even know how the fuck he fucking plays basketball.
Not even worth like.
Yeah, it's like
he's not even worth
terrible.
the headache.
He makes $10 million. I remember when they signed him, and I said, you know
we're
what?
All like, what?
I told me, shout out to Jeff, man. I said because of fucking Myers Leonard be in the league, Jeff could be in the league right now.
But
because he's better than fucking Myers Leonard today.
I just, to me, people will always eventually show themselves, and this is the person you should believe. Because I don't give a damn what Myers Leonard says. This isn't one of those things where it's like, oh, I didn't know what it meant. I didn't know it was a derogatory. You knew that it's an insult. You knew you use it for an insult. I don't give a damn what anybody says. You have to be a part of a very specific circle of people to use that word. We have never been a part of anybody who's used that word.
First off, to dig that deep on that word,
exactly, and
you gotta do some research because you don't normally hear the K word. You don't know.
Dude, you don't use that. Nobody uses that one. Is one of those things where it's like,
I'm not laughing at the word. I'm laughing at how Rel says it. So anybody, I'm not laughing at the Rel's being an ass.
No, I know what he's doing, but it's like one of those things where it's like the reason why nigga is still around is because we flipped the word around,
and it's in all our rap songs.
The reason why we use cracker,
yeah. Jewish people didn't do that with that word. That's why it died, right? But
I will say this though. Let me jump in real quick.
Go ahead.
As a person that games a lot and is in these Call of Duty lobbies, because everybody who knows, he said it while he was streaming on his stream. He said it when he was watching one of my favorite streamers. While he was playing with one of my favorite streamers. It gets real racist in these lobbies, man. But let me say this: anybody that knows and played Call of Duty 1, Call of Duty 2 in these Halo lobbies, the N word is thrown around. Again, I'm not justifying it. No. I'm not trying. All this shit is wrong.
Not to cut you off.
You go into these lobbies.
And no,
and motherfuckers just
that's
say.
Why I can't. This is one of the reasons why I don't play games no more.
So my thing again, that what Myers did again, he was streaming, he had people watch him, he was wrong. Again, he was wrong for that. Like he is an idiot for that. He's fucked up for that. But it gets real reckless in these lobbies, man.
Leonard ain't a 17-year-old kid. He's a fucking professional NBA basketball.
I agree. I'm not.
So anybody can say
needs
anything
to apologize.
I
don't think he needs to be canceled though, because like I'm over this cancel culture shit. Like anybody that
I think he should be canceled.
I don't think that
because it's not worth.
We live in America. Like people say stupid again. In the end, like you said, it's Myers Leonard. Like people make mistakes all the time.
No more passes. No, Kev. No more passes.
They can come back.
Well, let him go down that dark hole.
He has to. But what he needs to own up to. He needs to do a video apology. He doesn't need to do he needs to do apology to where he says in video and he does research and he goes again. He has to. It's not going to do anything. I'm with you. 100%. But these are the steps that he needs to take.
What if he would have said, "You fucking nigger"? What if he would have said that?
Well, no, they're not the same. This is the one.
It's not the same
because this is one of those things where people are doing that thing.
Bro, you be just looking for stuff to be done with people anyway. Like.
Because people do this, and like Stu Gatz did this, and he's Jewish, and he kept saying if somebody said the N-word, I was like, it's in my mind, it's different. The reason why it's different is because number one, if Myles Leonard said that, it's not about the reason why he gets cut is not because of how bad the word is and everything. It's because you go into that locker room and you got a bunch of black people in the locker room. You don't have a team full of Jewish people. If you had a team full
and your league is 80% black, exactly. Like, so that's the reason why. So that's why it's not the same thing.
Is Myers Leonard any kind of Jewish? Is he any kind of? Does he have any kind of descent to Jewish ties? Myers Leonard?
No,
I don't know.
But I will say this. So this is where I would say here's one of the things that makes it similar. As the owner of the team who is Jewish, it's like, why? And you're sitting there like, oh, we're gonna suspend him for a week and fine him and everything. To me, if it is that offensive to you, why don't you stand up and cut him? Like, you have that power to do that. So I don't understand why, if you're given that power, I know why they're doing it, because they get the, whatever with his contract. If they're able to trade him, they get some sort of money back and all this stuff. But my thing is, I just feel when it comes to that, like, I don't think people getting canceled is a permanent thing. It's a momentary thing. It's a thing that if you go, you could disappear for a while, I'll come back. You can always make a comeback.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. I don't
most
think
people.
No, yeah. If it's not like Kels is canceled forever.
Yeah, like 6ix9ine Blue Rainbow guy is canceled forever for me.
Forever.
Like there's no way he can come back for me.
Forever.
Yeah. And there's people that can't come back. But my thing is, for him, I just think, like, you can't use the, like, yes, it is game, but Kevin, you said one thing that is like the key to all that. You said being a gamer, it is the most racist place. So you already know you're saying racist shit. You already know that it gets that deep and it cuts that deep. So you knew what you were saying. That's why I don't care what anybody says, where it's like, oh, he was a gamer, he grew up in this type of culture. When you're a gamer, you're growing up in that culture, you using that word, that means you're hearing it from somebody that knows what that word means, and you started adopting it and using it, and you said it towards somebody that you know you could be offensive with it. Because you're not going to say that to me. Myers Leonard wasn't going to say that to me. You know he wouldn't have said that to me. We know what Myers Leonard would have said to me. All right. So exactly. So
all I'm saying is they still use the ER in these Call of Duty lobbies, and I hear it every day.
I'm just saying
every day
like,
from not black people.
Showed who he
I hear the ER all the time in these lobbies.
That's why I believe he should be canceled, because he showed who he is. And when the camera's off, we don't know what he's saying on there. When he doesn't have the camera on him, we don't know what he's saying, what he can be saying to people when he believes he can be saying all that.
Here's what I think. Really, I just think he's immature, and he says,
"Oh yeah, that's what happened."
And he says stupid shit like that. Like I don't believe his intent was to race. I just believe he, just said it because that, it's just like a form of a curse word, or or something, or something derogatory towards them. Because I don't think he used it with the intent of how it's meant, but because he's too stupid. He's a fucking meathead. He went to Illinois University. He's all shoulders. The nigga, like niggas.
Look, all I'm saying is, amongst white people,
he's all shoulders.
Here's the problem I have. This is the thing we do with white people. We think they don't know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. Miles Leonard knew what he was saying. That's all I can say.
You know what's crazy? So
That's how I feel about it.
Let's grab this conversation and throw it to the side real quick. Let's ignore that, right? Let's try our best to ignore that. It's fresh. If he wasn't worth $10 million, he'd be the perfect big man for the Lakers right now. As a buyout candidate. As a buyout candidate.
Have you seen him playing basketball in the last years? Because I haven't.
How would he be?
Because can I tell you why?
For the Lakers.
Can I tell you why?
He hasn't played 10 minutes of basketball this year.
I think he'd be better than Marc Gasol has been playing this year. He's a better
shooter.
He's a better shooter than Marc Gasol. Marc Gasol would be better because of his passing ability. Myers Leonard is not that gifted of a passer like Marc Gasol. But Myers Leonard is a legit stretch to force 3-point shooter. He's a decent rim protector, which Marc Gasol does not do anymore.
You said he's a rim protector. All right.
He's a decent rim protector.
Who's rim?
He need a big man.
Only rim Myers Leonard.
Well, because the Heat are not utilizing him properly. He can't switch.
Listen.
Look,
the only
Jesse,
rim
no disrespect to you, Jesse, you on your worst knee days can blow by Myers Leonard. On your worst knee days.
I'll give you
like he's a quicksand big man, but if you put him in the right, like just how the Blazers are using Enes Kanter right now, and we know he's in quicksand too. He looks all right, and he can survive. The key word is survive for stretches of time because you put him in.
Portland got like 10 Myers Leonard on that team.
I don't know why we like big whites. Anyway,
Joe Prisbilla.
And they never stay healthy.
Joe Freeland.
Shout out
Zach Collins.
Exactly. I don't think Collins keep getting them.
If you put him in the scheme where the big has to drop, he can be solid. But if you put him in the scheme where you're switching constantly, he will get destroyed. He'll get roasted. He'll get embarrassed.
Okay.
And again, you're not he's not a starter. So you're not playing him more than 20 plus minutes. He's coming in for stretches. He's coming to knock down threes, and he's coming to somewhat give you somewhat kind of a rim protection. Would you guys want Whiteside or Myers Leonard? And I promise if you guys say the wrong answer, I'm fucking leaving right now.
Damian Jones.
No. Answer the question.
No, Damian.
Hassan Whiteside or Myers Leonard?
Miles Plumlee.
Give me lovely Hassan. Let's be real. Hassan Whiteside. Hassan Whiteside or Myers Leonard?
Chris Mim.
Oh God.
My point. Exactly.
B. Cook.
Exactly.
The Cookie Monster.
I rest my fucking case.
I don't want none of them. I don't want none of those guys.
Rest my fucking case.
How come they never mixed up fucking Myers Leonard and Zach Collins? Because they're practically the same person.
The same exact person.
But they always mix up black people. But they look exactly the same to me.
All right, we're done with this topic. You guys have we turned one topic to like three, which we kind of always do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how we're doing on time. Where would you like to where would you guys like to go from here? I know Jesse hasn't watched Coming to America 2 yet.
No, not yet.
You guys want to talk about the conclusion of WandaVision and what we're looking to from Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
Let's do it.
Oh,
Rel, you said you had something. What'd you have? Was it related? I don't remember.
I was thinking of something. No, there was another show. Man, we can talk WandaVision because I watched it on too.
Okay.
You just called it WandaVision. I got a question that's completely off topic, but I would like to answer it. And you guys probably couldn't give me the proper answer. This is kind of for like our female audience. Why do women, because it's mostly women, take off all their pictures on their Instagram in certain stretches of time? Why? I'm asking a legit question. So, like, say if a woman has 100 photos on her Instagram and she's had her Instagram for,
I guess she gets tired of looking at how she used to look.
7 plus years or whatever. Why do they delete all their pictures and leave up a couple and still post on stories?
I guess it's like start over. I guess
Start fresh.
Yeah, I can see it start fresh.
The reason I haven't deleted my photos is I'm too lazy to delete or go back and that's the difference between
this is my theory.
We're just too
I know I'm not the only man and guy that has this theory. I think I'm probably gonna get killed. This is great though. I love this. There's something that me and my girl do when we talk about our socials or whatever. When a female, again, we're not talking about Instagram, just a regular person that you follow, is constantly posting thirst traps or pictures about what they're doing or where they're going, where they're eating constantly. And I'm talking about the people that do this every day, and then they post like interaction stuff like boats and shit. We're just random stuff on and they post what song they listen to all the time. And then they just go dark, right? For like 3 weeks. And they don't post anything.
I know where you're going.
I just always assume they're pregnant.
What are you talking about?
You're not. I'm not getting in this one. I'm out. Oh, it's gonna be that kind of pod today. Oh, it's that kind of pod today. We are. Oh my god.
That's where my mind goes, and I know that's probably toxic behavior to think like that. I'm crying. That's usually where my mind goes, and I know there's a whole bunch of other. There's probably a million other reasons, but again, this is just me wanting education. Women teach me. Why do women do this? We're three men. Obviously, Jesse and Real don't know the answers because Jesse went dark on me, and Real can't stop laughing.
I don't even. Don't put me.
They don't care, but I want to know. Like I'm curious. I'm a curious dude. I like to ask questions. So like, educate me.
Because Kev, they're gonna tell you, yeah, I was pregnant for 3 weeks.
No. I'm saying that's where my mind goes.
Okay.
That's where my mind goes initially. My mind goes either she got some personal shit going on, and this is real. I'm only half joking about that first part, but like, either they got some real shit going on, job, death and family, something personal shit going on, mental. And again, I'm talking about the people that you constantly stalk, huh?
I said a fucking stalker.
Stalker. I'm talking about, again, I'm not, this is not directed at all women that are on that post. This is just my thought process of when I see women that post constantly on social, like I'm talking 10 times on stories per day. That's just how my mind works. My mind immediately goes to, they got some personal shit going on. They don't want to be bothered, or they're pregnant. And again, educate me. Educate me, please. I'll if I deserve to get hung for that, that's fine.
Ladies,
just educate me.
DM them, don't bring it my way.
Educate me.
Well, the least thing I know anything about is the woman species. So you got the most successful relationship out of all the niggas I know. So I mean, don't ask me shit, nigga. I can't keep a goldfish from dying. So
hey, bro, you deleted all your photos at one point in time. Why you do it?
I don't know why guys do it either.
I just want to start over. Start over.
All right.
Okay.
I just want to get rid of old pictures. You know what I'm saying? They want some shit on there. I'm like, I don't like that. So sometimes like I don't like the way I look in certain pictures. I don't think I'm a very photogenic person. So I'm like, I don't like the way I look in certain pictures. So I'm like, I'm gonna take that off. So that's why I don't post a lot of pictures of myself anyway. So I don't.
Again, women, don't kill me. This was a legit. I'm curious. If you guys want, we can make this a segment. I got a million of these. And my fiance tries to do a good job of trying to explain stuff to me, but when we're both stumped, I want to know the reasons. WandaVision ended last week. This is a sick transition. Ended last week in a big way. A lot of the comic book nerds were kind of underwhelmed from what I saw and seen and read. A lot of Easter eggs, a lot to take away and they're setting up for obviously Captain Marvel 2. And I keep forgetting the name of the Doctor Strange movie. Multiverse of Madness, that's the name of it. Big takeaways, guys. What do you guys take away the most from WandaVision? I know we haven't talked about it all on this pod. I know we all watched it. What did you guys think of the season overall? And how well do you think this is received in MCU?
I personally liked it. I don't know if it was because I was intoxicated every time I watched the episode of WandaVision, but I liked it because I didn't know what to expect. I didn't read into it, but personally, I liked it. So I didn't really care about the nostalgia or whatever the comic book heads didn't like. Because personally, as somebody who, I even consider myself slight comic book head. I read some from time to time online, but I personally like the show because I didn't know where it was going. I didn't know I didn't know what was happening. Anytime a show can grab me, I'm like, well, I gotta watch another episode because I gotta find out what this is, how the show started with them being a TV show. Like, just the whole premise is brilliant. Like, I've been thrown off. Then the kids come in, and then the time, and then Vision finding out that she's been lying about everything, but she loves Vision and the conflict of that because she's really trying to be with him the whole time and have the life she never had. Like, everything to me, like, everything just tied in. I liked it. I thought it was pretty fucking dope. I'm not gonna say like it was the greatest show ever, but just like, I thought it was some good writing, you know what I'm saying, for a story that made sense to me, so it was just, nowadays you don't get good writing, so anytime I'm like, oh shit, it's different. She's a good, anytime I feel like the good person is conflicted or the main character is conflicted to where you don't know, kind of like it gives me a Breaking Bad kind of context. When you were Walter White, you rooted for Walter White because he was a science teacher who was broke, working at the car wash, but then the nigga started selling crystal meth, so so that conflict always brings it draws me to a show.
All right, so I gotta preface this because maybe it's more this than the show, but I gotta preface this. Wanda and Vision are probably like my least characters that I care about in the MCU. Number one,
they use the same Quicksilver from the other X-Men universe.
I'm gonna talk about that. All right, so the good of WandaVision, the ideas, the creativity that they used, how they woven it all together and woven it around Wanda. I thought that was brilliantly done to flesh out Wanda a little more. I thought that was greatly done. I like the idea of, she created this world from her fantasies and her love of those sitcom TV shows. Here's the issue I had with them doing with the sitcom TV shows. I don't mind that they did it. I think the one thing the MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the creators of it, I think they've recognized one thing. They recognize people are going to have superhero fatigue. As hot and popular as the superhero genre is right now, people are getting fatigued from it, especially after that whole long.
You think so?
I think it. I think it's not in the sense of like,
because I just want superhero content that makes sense. Are you talking about everything post Avengers? Because they spread that shit out, if you ask me.
No, they spread it out, but what I'm saying is just like they're at a point where we were supposed to get 3 movies last year, get 3 movies this year. The way I say fatigue is like not where it's not an event to go watch these movies anymore. You know what I'm saying? So I think
I think them should still be box office.
I don't know. Their numbers are not going to dip that much, but they know and recognize they can't follow the same formula of what they've been doing, is what I'm trying to say. So you can't do the basic origin story of somebody and then this and then build and build. You got to start weaving it together and bringing in characters, now making it in an entire world universe of bringing them all together. We're going to get more of these mixed cross shows, these mixed cross characters coming into each other's universe world. Like the multiverse of madness is going to have WandaVision and Wanda in there. So it's like they know that they're trying to flesh this whole thing out in the sense of that. Also, they recognize that they have to come up with new creative ways of doing these movies. If you watch, Far From Home, Spider-Man Far From Home, the first half of that movie is like a rom-com. It's basically a rom-com.
Yeah.
And I was definitely uninterested in the first half of that movie. I liked
a love story,
but it was a rom-com for the first half.
I love Zendaya, so I don't care.
Nah, and so,
but I don't like my Spidey in love.
But the idea of doing something different then
you must have hated Andrew Garfield. Continue though.
to try to tell a superhero story differently, or tell
Second favorite Spider-Man.
to do a
Shut the fuck up.
A comic book differently. So I enjoyed that much. I enjoyed that they recognized that they got to be more creative in trying to tell these stories and how they want to flesh it out and how they do it. I thought they did that brilliantly. My issue with it is if you're gonna do the sitcom thing, is actually make it funny. Not basic as fuck. Like actually make it funny. Like that is gonna draw me in. Actually make those episodes funny. It was so.
When has Marvel been funny?
No, but that's what I'm saying.
It was only the first three episodes were basically
it was like first 5.
Yeah,
yes, because it wasn't like a rerun. Yeah.
But yeah, like I mean, the first two, obviously, the first one.
There was like 4 and 5 because one of them tells what's her name, Monica Rambeau's story. So one of those episodes was Monica, but the first it went through different genres. Actually, make the episode make it funny because you're trying to emulate a sitcom. Actually, make it funny. The versus like, and to me, they didn't wove those together. But I thought it was a great idea. I thought that's how you do it. That's the same thing where I'm saying where it comes to like Spider-Man Far From Home. If you're gonna go the rom-com route, don't dip your toe in there. Go there and try to weave it all together. But my thing is, the problem I have is that then they did the Marvel shit at the end. Number one, Wanda gets to do all that to those people and gets to fucking walk away. Number two, first and foremost, Wanda. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what anybody says. Wanda's the bad guy in this. Wanda's not the good guy.
He's conflicted.
She's not the good.
Yeah, well, obviously, she at the end of it, she goes to some remote place with a big ass beautiful lake. She's reading from an evil book. So yeah, so why not?
And she was
and
those people are going to be traumatized for the rest of their fucking lives. No, you don't just get to walk away from that. Number one. Number two, really? The villain? That's what you guys do with the villain? Like this?
It was Agatha all along.
That was trash how they did that. That was just trash how they did that villain. And then number three to me is you left all these things kind of open, but you didn't really close, like you didn't really give this like true and antagonist to her. It just seems like you just did that and then that was it. And then with the villain, it's like, all right, bye. All right, and you gave him my other problem. They turned what's his name? Pietro. He's an actor. Come on, y'all. Like, come on, y'all. Y'all did that with Iron Man 3. Come on, y'all. Y'all could have did. You guys wrote that, and then what happened when you wrote that? You realized, oh wait, we kind of don't got nothing else to do with this dude. Let's just make him into an actor. That's why he did it. Like, come on, y'all. Like, there was moments where you just put yourselves in this. That was great. Then you got to this point. And just was like, that's it? Like that's what you did? Monica Rambeau gets knocked out by an actor that can emulate the powers of Pietro. Like, and it's just like one of those things where it's like, I feel like they started to drop the ball towards the end and they built all these things up and then they dropped the ball. It felt like they didn't know how to finish it. And that's where it seemed, and they do that countless times with Marvel movies. They have these villains that they've been, let me ask you a question. Who was the villain in Civil War?
Captain America?
Iron Man?
No, the villain. Dude, exactly what I'm trying to say.
The dude with the glasses that made him fight.
It all up.
The dude with the glasses that set it all up. Man.
The perfect plan, by the way.
No.
Yes, he is the villain. Go and watch that movie. The reason
I remember that. I mean,
I'm saying, but the reason why we don't remember.
Isn't he in
hold on. Civil War.
Isn't he going to be in Falcon and Winter Soldier? I think he's.
Yeah, now they're bringing him back. But
Civil War. Which one was that one? Refresh me. Was that the one with Iron Man First Captain?
Yeah.
Captain America was the bad guy in that one.
No, that's the whole thing. They set this whole dynamic of them going.
Yes, he's not a bad guy for bringing up the truth.
Did all this shit and got away with it.
No, Iron Man's a bad guy because he didn't tell fucking Cap. That's why he's a bad guy. Come on, Jess.
Did
tell Cap that his purge was murdered by his buddy.
That's the other way around. No. Captain America didn't tell Iron Man.
Yeah. Iron Man didn't tell. Yeah. Cap didn't tell Iron Man. Yeah. So yeah.
But no,
Captain America's a bad guy.
What I'm trying to say is the true antagonist who they were. Yes, they did a great job of setting those two and creating this conflict. True antagonist or the true villain is the dude that set the whole thing up. Which I will say, once again, you guys made this perfect plan that he was able to, if I do this, this is going to happen. I don't know how they set that in motion perfectly, but you know what I mean? You often forget who these villains are. Agatha is a big time villain in the Marvel universe.
But she's the teacher to Scarlet Witch. She's supposed to be like her helper, and I'm sure she'll come back up in multi. Like you said, they left a lot of stuff open. Like I thought, man, for what Disney created, and then I went in this with no super intentions, like. Trying to, like, I didn't dig super deep into it. I enjoyed the old Bewitched, Full House, like all the shows that they pulled from Malcolm in the Middle, like I enjoyed all the shows that they pulled from it. I thought it was really well done. Bewitched, I think I said Bewitched. Tastefully done.
The Office.
The Office. Full House.
They did the Office intro.
Office intro, and then they did the
Malcolm in the Middle.
The confessionals for the Office too. They took that from the Office. But yeah, like I think it was really well done. Like you said, how you started this, how you started your statement was like these are the two less characters that no one give a fuck about. I agree wholeheartedly. I will admit, before I watched Endgame before I saw Doctor Strange because I really didn't care that much about Doctor Strange story. Same thing with that, man. This is how I went about it. I asked people.
Yeah, exactly.
I asked people. I was like, "Yo, do I need to watch Ant-Man in order to?" No. Oh, okay, cool. I'm gonna just go ahead and
watch the last 5 minutes.
Skip it.
Ant-Man 2. And
skip it.
Exactly.
And yeah, when Wanda and Vision, like you said, are the most least fulfilling. Not fulfilling is not the right word, but interesting characters out of all of the Avengers that we didn't care about.
Not to cut you off, but they're the most interesting characters. They just didn't develop.
They got a lot of backstory from what I saw, what I read, what I watched on. They have, you know. I think they're, but I also think they're gonna tap into that again, like. You know, with Magneto being her dad from the X-Men, I think that will probably show up sometime in the Doctor Strange movie. I love Monica's character, by the way. I love Monica Rambeau. Besides her being fucking gorgeous, I think I can't wait to see what she does.
Like the white Charlies, huh?
No, Monica's the black girl.
Monica's black, dumbass.
Oh shit.
Anyway.
She a baddie, bro.
Yeah, she a dick.
Yeah. You didn't even know who she was until shut up.
I'm drunk.
Yeah. Just because you're wrong, you blame me on being drunk. But yeah, I think I think again, I don't see it like you, Jesse. I know you're an actress, so you see a lot of more shit than that. But I enjoyed it. I didn't think I was gonna enjoy it as much as I did. I do agree on her being the villain. That makes a lot of sense. But at the end of the day, like, who cares, man? No one going. It's not that deep. No one cares.
Those people are traumatized.
That was the whole point of Civil War. We can't just blow buildings up and then walk away like nothing happened.
Look, I'm pretty sure everybody that was in the Battle of LA in the first Avengers is traumatized. I'm sure everybody that was a part of the Snap is traumatized. Like, no one cares. Everybody on this planet is traumatized. Everybody had to see and deal with Thanos and had loved ones disappear out of thin air and turn to fucking dust. Everybody in this planet and this world is fucking traumatized, Jesse. Everybody has problems.
So after half the town got snapped and we just reappeared out of nowhere, now we get our brain taken over and we have to.
It's just that little town of Westview. Who cares? Who cares?
We got to be trying.
Like, we're talking about like 30 people. Who care?
People are traumatized.
We're talking about 30 people. Who care? But yeah, I can't wait to see what Falcon and the Winter Soldier has. I'm expecting more action. I think that one's gonna be dope. I saw that every one of those episodes are gonna be 45 minutes to an hour, which is really dope.
But it's only 6.
Shout out to Disney for doing this. They got appointment television every Friday. I don't watch it at midnight, but I do watch it when I wake up. It's like one of the first things I do.
I'm glad they brought that back. I don't
HBO, HBO's been doing that too. They've been killing it over the pandemic with appointment television for a lot of shit they've been dropping as well.
Let's do TV out.
But yeah, like I can't wait. I'm not really crazy about the Loki one yet, but maybe once I start seeing more trailers and shit for that one, maybe I'll feel a little different. But I can't wait for the Falcon and the Winter Soldier one. I feel like that one's gonna be it. And I just yesterday watched what's the second one again? Captain America. What's the second one called? The Winter Soldier.
Oh, Winter Soldier.
That's one's dope. That one's fucking awesome. Still fucking.
I'm gonna watch that tonight.
It's no Endgame, but like it's fucking awesome.
Is Endgame your favorite one?
Nah, it's probably Captain America and Winter Soldier.
It's the same. Winter Soldier's the best one, right? Best Marvel movie, MCU movie.
It's probably that one.
I think it goes.
I like
it. It probably goes Infinity War, Captain.
I have to put Winter Soldier number 1 for me, and then I'd probably put Black Panther. Then I'd put Endgame, and then I'd put Spider-Man.
Infinity War. Okay. No love for No love for Infinity War.
I kind of.
Am I the only one excited about the Fantastic Four reboot?
Yes.
I don't get excited when they start to give us details. I'm excited about Blade.
Me too.
Yeah,
I'm excited about Blade.
I mean, I've always been a Fantastic Four fan. I mean, they're my favorite. I like Fantastic Four, Punisher. Those stories.
They just haven't. I'm excited that the word is that they're gonna.
Well, they got a Punisher series on Netflix, bro. Enjoy those.
Yeah, but they canceled it.
The first season.
I know. Well, go back and watch the old ones.
The first season.
I do. I am.
The second season wasn't so great. I heard they're bringing. The word is they're trying to bring Punisher back, which
I hope so.
Because I think John Baratheon was dope as the Punisher.
Why we act like the Punisher is not Max Payne, man? What are we doing here? They're the same person.
Don't you?
They're the same person.
Max.
Do you guys remember the story of Max Payne?
The one with Ludacris? Yeah.
Wahlberg played him.
I see. You guys are talking about the movie. I'm talking about the game. Have you guys ever played the game, Max Payne?
I remember the game.
But Ludacris ruined the fucking movie.
Max Payne went through some shit, just like Punisher went through some shit. Like literally the same story.
He did.
It's the same shit.
Yeah, they should do it. I think they should do it. But you know what I'm excited for? The reason why I'm not excited about Loki, because I feel like they only give him a show simply because he's a fan favorite. Like, I don't really know what else is there to do with Loki other than he's a fan favorite, so they created a show around him.
Oh no, I'm just excited we get movies back. We're finally gonna get Fast, whatever one we're on. I don't care. 8, 9, Fast 9.
Nobody wants.
I think money, bro. Save your time.
I'm excited for Fast 9. I've been waiting for like
the movie.
I've been waiting for like 3 years for this James Bond movie that they've been pushing back because they want to make their money back because apparently they spent more than what they took to make fucking Skyfall, which is like a top 3 movie of all time as far as budget. Whatever. Drop the fucking movie. You guys aren't making any money having to just sit on your hands and not do anything. Put it on HBO Max.
They're not gonna do it, bro. Well, everything's gonna open back up in September. I just don't know how you get people to go back to the movie theaters.
Well, according to
isn't that kind of separate?
According to Smoking Joe, by July, 65 up to 70% of the of North America be vaccinated. So they thinking things will be a lot more.
No,
speaking of which,
I
got my first shot.
Can't you like spray the? Go, you got it.
I got my first shot. Yeah, I got my first shot.
I get mine Sunday.
Nice. I got my shot. What day was that? Last week, Saturday. So I go back in 2 weeks. Everybody in my family is on their first shot.
Everybody in my family.
Yo, straight.
Yeah.
Why no?
Simple.
I ain't got no shot. I ain't got what the fuck.
Schedule. I'm gonna send you the website.
I'm gonna tell you right now in Vegas, they are not like so. Everybody's talking about essential workers. They're just looking to get people.
They don't check.
They don't check. I brought all my paperwork showing that out.
Yeah, they don't.
Send me the link.
Lie and say I was an essential worker.
I need a link.
They're just trying to get people vaccinated, bro.
I'll send you the link, and it'll go to a place that's nearby you. So
yeah, they're trying to get people. I went to LV, the Las Vegas Convention Center out here. We was in and out in like 35 minutes. Did you wait the 10-15 minutes, Jesse? After you? Oh, you don't. Oh, never mind. So
Sunday.
when you go Sunday,
you have to sit there.
You have to sit there for 10 to 15 minutes because some people will have side effects off rip. Like if you're gonna have side effects, it'll be immediate.
Most people say the second one is the one that really like.
The second one is the one that really gets you headache. Apparently, my job, if you get your second shot, you can get the next day off.
Yeah, we get my job too. We get paid for it.
Yeah,
day off.
So, yeah, man. I'm straight.
Get vaccinated. You know what I mean?
I'm like, yeah.
Everybody else.
Shout out to
vaccinated.
And shout out to all, like, I know how our people are. I know how Black people are. Like, I know a lot of people that say I'm not doing it or they're on the fence or whatever. Shout out to, again, I don't think anybody should, make your own decisions. Obviously, do what's best for you and your family and what's best for your body. You listen to your body, do what you want to do. I did this because I did this for my family, and I feel like this is the best course of action. I've done all my research. I pay attention to, I know people don't pay attention to news, but I pay attention to the news, and I have been about this. And I feel like this was the right time to do it before Johnson & Johnson came in there and were the one that's less effective.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah. Shout out to the public figures that are going out there and showing everybody that these shots are okay. Like, shout out to Stephen A. Smith. I seen he got his first shot. I seen speaking of Michael Smith, Jesse, I think Michael Smith and his family got their first shot. Shout out to like the people who like I look up to as far as journalists or just talking heads and people that I like of color or Black that are showing other people that like you can get this vaccination. It's like it's no, you don't have to be defiant and just be like, I'm not getting vaccinated, because I feel like that's how a lot of people's attitudes.
I mean, not everything is a scam.
Yeah, not everything is a scam, and like everybody's treating it as such. Like everybody's like they're literally giving you COVID in your arms. It's like, okay,
that's how vaccinations work.
That's how that shit works.
Until you can show me proof of it being a scam versus the proof that it's a vaccine. Right. I'm gonna go with this vaccine.
And then there's the part of the internet where people saying they're putting chip to track you and but still
you show me the proof of that?
You can make yourself believe anything you search on YouTube.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
Until you show me
there's a big enough wormhole, you can convince yourself of anything.
Until you show me proof of all that, I'm gonna take it. If you don't,
I'm straight.
You know, if you don't want to take it like Kev said, it's on you, but
it's on you.
For me, I'm a person that's like, I got the information, I've asked questions, and I'm gonna trust it. And
if your brother said take the vaccination?
Mm-hmm. He took it.
I'm taking. I'm taking vaccination.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Everybody that I've known that's in the medical field, everybody that I've listened to, everybody everybody that's been who have had family members that have died. I've been lucky enough that nobody in my immediate family has been affected by COVID, and I just kind of want to keep it that way. And if that's me getting this vaccination, I have a daughter now. My elderly father lives with me, so I did it for myself and my family. I thought it was the best decision for me.
I had it, and I don't want to get the shit again.
Yeah, like now you want to admit it on the pod. Oh, well, I mean, all of a fucking sudden, I remember that episode where Jesse before the pod, where I was like, "Hey, can we bring up the fact that you had COVID?" Nah.
I mean, it was kind of like magic. And never mind.
I swear to God, man. Look again, Jesse. It goes in circles all the time. Jarrell doesn't like something. Literally comes back. He said, "Oh man, whatever." But yeah, like go get the vaccination, man. Like literally, it's free. I don't know what Jesse's experience is going to be in Cali. I know we got a lot of Cali listeners. I can speak for Vegas. In Las Vegas Convention Center, it was a breeze. It's
there's so many centers out here.
It was so easy.
The only thing with me is I'm getting mine this. I guess it is 2 weeks. I think I have to wait like 3 weeks because of how many people are. Because mine's at the college right here, so it's so many people are like scheduling it. So I think I have to wait 3 weeks because I already scheduled my second one already. So
you're on it. Okay.
Then my second one will be April, the first week of April. So I guess that's like 2 or 3 weeks. So yeah,
Yeah, so we can end it here. I think that was the best probably way to end it. Do you guys have anything else to close out before we go on this ridiculously long, random ass pod where we talked about a lot of shit? We covered a lot of ground on this one. I'm probably gonna get killed for what I asked of the female population on Instagram, which is fine. Drill has bleach blonde hair. He admitted he had COVID. He talked a lot of shit about me in the beginning of the pod. Jesse hates WandaVision.
I don't hate.
Did I miss anything else?
Hashtag Victorville.
Yeah, Rail, go ahead and tell your Victorville stories.
Yeah.
Go ahead and tell your Victorville stories, Rail.
Jesse, Rail wants drives. Somehow Rail is the voice of our podcast listeners and wants Jesse to tell a story that he already knows. Forgot that part.
Nothing happened.
We want the Victorville story. We want the Victorville story. Put that in Jesse's DMs.
He wants a story that he already knows. Rail felt subconscious about holding his fan mic, so he put it on the table. And he's currently watching Laker game while we're potting again. This is always what happens. This is great.
Who's winning? Who's winning?
Now he doesn't want to answer.
The Lakers are losing.
That's why face is like that. All right, guys. That was another episode of Those Millennial Podcasts. You guys look like you guys want to say something. No, okay. Go get vaccinated. Those Millennials, and we're out.